Hey y'all, hey, it's your girl, B, Tina B. Hey!
Hey!
Yes! Oh, I'm so excited. There go my baby. Let me bring her right on in. She is on it. I'm having some there we go, movement and motivation today. There we go. Hey boo, hey!
Hey!
Layla! I am so excited to have you with me on tonight. You are such a ball of energy. Do you hear me? I was
Thank
just like,
you.
who is this little girl? I mean, you came up, I'm like, all right, you better go. And I'm like, okay, I have to have her on the show. I mean, especially this being the holiday season and being the holiday season, everybody's already looking for gifts and things like that. And I was just excited. J Pat said, hey, baby. And Thelma Charleston said, hey, baby. You got fans. She already got fans. Come on, y'all fans. Yes. Give it up. Give it up. Give it up. Go, Layla. Go, Layla. Go, Layla. Hey, hey, go. See, that's why you gotta be around young people because they keep you young, they keep you energetic, they keep you, just positive. They have that vibe and that energy. And I am so happy to have you on the B Tina B show. Come on, girl.
I'm
You
so
got
excited
that.
to be here.
I thank you. I thank you. I thank you again, like I stated, for coming. Listen, I met you. I met this little lady with all this charisma and pizzazz and charm. And I'm like, have you been here before? That was my thought. Has she been here before? And I'm like, here she is, live and in living color. Come on. So yeah, I whip my hair back and forth. I whip my hair back and forth. I whip my, hey, go on, show them how to do it, girl. How was your day today?
My day was actually really good. We've been learning a lot of stuff in history, and I have really good grades, and I'm excited about it. So yeah.
Come on, wait a minute. Did you see what she said, y'all? She said she got good grades. Come on. Uh-huh. So Miss Thelma said 6 months after you were born, she said the same thing that I said about you. Okay. Confirmation. Thank you, Miss Thelma. Thank you for watching the BT the B show. Listen, we have this young entrepreneur. Yes, yes. She go look at him. Girl, you can sing my song with me. Personality, charm, pizzazz. Living your dreams. You never know what's next. The kind of friend your mama said you need. Oh, it's my little poppin' girl, Layla Bryant. Okay. So tell me this. Okay. So history. Tell me what you've been finding out about history.
So in history, we've actually been learning like in the Civil War and how back then people were forced to fight when they didn't really want to. Um, and I was like, well, that's crazy because like people are forced to be in a war that they didn't really want to be in. And she was like, "Yeah, that's how it was back then, and they either had to do that or they were killed." So I was like, that's." I was just shocked by that.
Right. It's amazing. Aren't you glad that, that is not our present situation, even though we fight different storms now, that it's not a situation where we still have to fight. But when you go back and you look about that, how did you feel about that? What did that make you feel like?
It made me feel like really scared. Because like, and I'm just like you said, like I'm glad that that's not today. Like,
Okay.
cause think about it if it was today, like the world would be so different. Like it would just be really like people losing their loved ones. It would be really tragic. So, I'm glad that's just not today. But it did make me really scared when she first told us that, and I was like in shock. I was like, wow.
Who would have thought that the world that we live in, where you meet people and that you really love to introduce, and you have that personality that just is gravitating, and this causes people to be drawn to you. Like I was drawn to you, and I was like, okay, honey, we're not waiting for faith talks. We're not waiting for anything else. We're gonna make that move Monday, and we're gonna talk to Miss Laila Bryant of Poppin' Girls. Yeah. Ah, so tell me a little bit. I want the audience to know about who you are before we get into the business. Tell us about some of the things that you like. Tell us about, who you are as a person.
Well, to start off, I'm 14. I just turned 14 not too long ago. December 2nd to be exact. I like to
Okay, y'all.
cook.
Okay, hold on. Let me shameless plug. Y'all can send her some gifts. Go ahead and buy her products because her birthday was just the second. Go ahead, baby. I'm sorry for me to cut you off.
I like to cook. I like to bake. I like to read. And I just really like to make sure I stay focused in school. So
I'm very, and she loves her Uncle Pat a lot too.
yes, I do.
You got a fan club. I see. I see. Yeah, keep commenting, keep coming in. Go make sure you go to her page and like Poppin' Curls page. So you like to cook? What you cooking? What you be cooking up, girl?
Just a mix of different things. Like what me and my dad would do, we'll find different recipes and like we'll make it our own. So I'm trying to think of a time that so like it wasn't cooking, it was baking, for instance. So I had made like this brownie type cookie type of thing, and we found a recipe and I just did it myself. So it was like Oreos, cookies, and brownie mix, and
Ooh,
I was like, when we tried it, I was like, oh, this is really good. And yeah, so we just like
okay.
do find different recipes to make different things.
Now, Miss Paula says you love to dance too. Girl, we got
Yeah.
something in common. I love to dance. What kind of dancing you be doing?
I do hip hop mostly, but I
Okay.
can do ballet or I can do like a little bit of jazz. So yeah.
Okay, peer way. All right, go ahead. Point your toe. Okay,
Mhm.
keep that toe pointed. And, dance with me. Come on, circles. We're pretending.
Yep.
Absolutely wonderful. You like jazz dance too. Just Dance Studios is right here in High Point too. I don't know if you've been out there because they do jazz and they do hip hop.
Mhm.
They even do tap. It's an art that hasn't that you don't see as much now. But back in my day, you would see a little bit more tap dancing with Sandy at Just Dance Studios. So, any pets or who's your best friend?
My best friend is her name is Brittany Spencer. We've been best friends since third grade. And now we're both in eighth. So it's been since elementary. I don't have any pets. My brother does have a lizard. His name is Speedy.
Speedy the Lizard.
Yes. He always is feeding him and excited. He's always running around the cage. But yeah. So that's pretty much.
Okay, okay. So what does Speedy like to eat?
He eats like lettuce.
Okay,
He eats like worms.
okay.
He eats like the little pinky mices. Now.
Wait a minute,
Um,
time out. Rewind.
he said rewind.
Did you say a pinky mouse?
Mhm.
What's a pinky mouse?
So it's basically like a mouse, basically, but it's the baby version of a mouse.
Oh, okay. And you be feeding them like that?
I mean, my brother feeds him. I just watch.
Okay,
It's a little exciting to watch, but my brother or my dad always feeds him.
okay. Like I'm down with the lettuce and everything like that. I'm like, I can get you that lettuce, but girl, when you got me, when you that mouse, I was like, oh Lord, help. Oh, I think I swung. I'm not ready for all of that. I am not. I'm not. So you have a brother. How's your brother?
My brother is really good. I also have a little sister too. She's 3 and he's 7. He's really good. He's like in school right now. He loves to play games, and me and my brother and all of us always play together and watch YouTube and Netflix and movies and stuff together. So
Okay. So we want to shout out your mom and dad, Britt and Keon. Thank you so much for allowing me to have Layla on today because I did get permission. The parents are right in the house. Y'all just say whoop whoop or something.
Thank you. Woo-hoo.
Yeah. Oh, that's the one. Miss Thelma said he is my best grandbaby. That is so cute. So, all right. So let's get into what you. How did you tell me to even think about starting a business at
So
14?
so it started back in 2016. That was when I was diagnosed. So hold on. If you guys don't know, I did have a germinoma tumor, which is basically brain cancer. And back in 2016 is when I was diagnosed with it. My mom and dad had to go through a tragic situation where they basically was told that I wouldn't live.
Mm.
And, I was in the hospital. They was giving me IVs. And to, not put so much, kind of skip a little detail. Back in, so after all of that, after I was treated and taken care of in the hospital at Levine Children's Hospital in Charlotte, by the way, in 2017, that's when I was getting the treatment, the chemo and the radiation. And I was sized for a radiation mask, which they basically laid me on the table and molded my face. And then chemo was just when they put a needle in me and they gave me medicine that would make me basically feel better and get rid of the tumor. So then once all of that happened and a couple years passed, now it's 2021, me and my mom, I sat down and I was just thinking one day, because it's the summertime, it was around the summertime, and I was just thinking, like, what could I do? And I seen everybody, mind you, I seen everybody else having a business. So first I went up to my mom and was like, well, Mommy, can I have a business? And she was like, yeah, of course you can have a business. And I was like, okay. Now once she said that, I'm like, for real? I really can? So then we sat down and I started to think of a name. And when my hair was growing back from the chemo and radiation, it was really curly, and I could just brush it and go. Like, and you can just put water in it, brush it, and go. And so
Mm-hmm.
I was like, well, why not name it Poppin' Curls? Because when I was starting to get better, my curls was popping, and they still are now. So I'm like, that's a perfect name. Like, so that's how we pretty much came up with Poppin' Curls. And then also since I
Oh, I lost her.
we
Okay.
also thought
We
of
missed a
Levine
little
Children's
bit. Can you go back
Hospital,
a little bit? We
and
lost.
that we made sure that we gave like gifts and stuff, because I felt like that was important too. Like I said, hair care, but also gifts, because I'm like, okay, I want me to be able to treat them, like give it back, basically. And so that's when we thought of self-care and hair care, and I was like, boom. So then all it was left to it was making a design. And Uncle Patrick, if he's still in here, he helped me with that. He has a business, him and his friends, that he works on, so he helped me with the design. Him and Mommy and me, all of our team worked together. So yeah.
Okay, so we missed a couple because we lost you just for a brief moment. So during your treatment, because that was a long season, that was a lot to unpack for a young baby,
So
a
during
parent.
your treatment, because that was a long season. That was a lot to unpack
Okay,
for
that was me. I
a
think I
young
hear him in
baby,
the background. I was like, okay, I'm getting feedback because you asked him to turn the volume down a little bit, please. It's okay.
I can't see it.
I can see you, baby. You're here. I see you. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Layla, baby?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah,
I
we
can
can
see
hear
you.
you. We just can't see.
Layla, baby?
Yeah, I can hear you. I just can't see you on my screen.
I can hear you. I can see you. We just can't see you.
Now I can see you on
Yeah, I
my
can hear you. I
screen.
just can't see you on my
See if they're see if they're on the other screen. Can they see you now? Look on the screen that they're looking on. We might just be too close to the computer. We might have the other phone needs to go in the other room. You can see her. Okay, Pat said he can see you. Stay right. So I just think that you can't see me.
Yeah, it's her. I can't see her.
Oh, baby.
Pat say can see you.
They can see both of us because I
I
want to
think
make
they
sure
can
that
still see me. I just can't see her.
you just can't see me at all. Oh, I don't know what happened. Stay right there. Okay. Technology is always something that's interesting. So, I'm gonna keep rolling with it. Can you hear me?
Technology is always something.
Okay, your Uncle Pat said he can see us both. Your camera was good. So technical difficulties happen. What we're going to do is we're going to kind of move forward. If you can hear me, I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. Now, let's take it back. I'm going to take you revert back to you had to do chemo and radiation, and that's when you lost your hair.
I'm gonna try because I can't tell. I'm gonna try on.
We're gonna try to switch phones. I can.
Miss Paula says she can see both of us, but I don't know why you can't see me right now, sweetheart. Okay, I'm gonna end the live and I'm gonna come back in. Let's try it. I'm gonna end it. I'm gonna come back in. Oh, tell Britt to turn hers off. Okay, that might be a good idea. Let's try Britt turning yours off. And then ask her to turn her phone off. And then we're going to tell her to turn her computer off. And then we'll go from there. Oh, my goodness, my battery dying. I'm still here live, guys. We're going to see if we can get them back in. So technical difficulties happen. So you back here with me, your girl B Tina B. Now, as you can see, Miss Laila is some type of energy within herself. There she is. She's back. I see her. There we go. Can you see me now, baby?
Yes.
Okay, great. I said, oh my goodness, I can't leave the star of the show. You're the star of the show. I can't do it without you. It doesn't work without you. Because the show is about you and popping curls. Okay. So the radiation, and you were saying the chemo, as we have seen in so many different times, that it causes your hair to loss of hair. And so as your hair was growing back, it was really, really curly. And so you decided at that time to do what? Because we lost you a little bit in the screen and out in the stream. And I want to make sure that everybody gets your story.
So once my hair grew back and it was curly, that's when we started to think about giving back. And then that's how we came up with hair products, because my hair made it curly, and I was like, well, maybe if I can make other people's hair curly. And then I wanted to also give back, so that's why we also do self-care and healthcare.
So why was it so important for you you weren't even 14 at the time? Why was it so important for you to give back?
Because at the time, I just felt like many people was giving me stuff, and it just felt right to return the favor.
Come on here. It's something about the thank you and wanting to go back and pour back into other people. It might not be the same people that poured into you, but to be able to pay it forward. And I'm pretty sure that when you had the hair products, when you would just put the water on your hair, what would happen?
It would curl straight up.
Okay. And so what made you so how did you come up with the design what does the popping curls do for your hair?
So popping curls basically helps for one, moisturizes like for sure. That's one big thing, and then of course it makes your curls popping.
I just like to hear you say it. It causes your curls to be popping. And it looks like it's made your hair grow a lot too.
It really has. We use like me, my brother, all of us. We use my oil, and I've had family members and close people that we talk to use my oil, and they said it's worked for them too. So that's how I know it works.
And the peppermint, the pepper is that the peppermint oil, the one that you use the most? Or the
Yeah,
pepper?
it's the oil that we okay. So basically, it's the rose petals that's at the bottom, and then it's the castor and coconut oil.
Don't tell everybody. You don't have to tell everybody your secret, girl, child. Mm-mm. Let them buy it and try it. Tell them buy and try. Buy and try. Get it as a gift. Get it for a friend. Make your hair grow again. You like that? So, but you have the rose petals and the oils that are all in there, and it's a blend that absolutely, Pat. That's what we're gonna put. Let's leave that up there for a while. Okay, buy and try. Okay, buy and try. Mm. Tell them B Tina B sent you. Okay. Um, and how did you come up with that? What made did you do research or was it just like how did you come up with the combinations that you came up with?
Well, first, what I did was a big what played a big part in it was research. Like you definitely have to research before you can make anything, and that's like the biggest. So what I basically did was just looked up things that helped promote hair growth, and then I went from there.
Look at you. Okay. You're a chemist now. Mm. You like science?
Yes.
Yes. All right, Mr. Okay, chemist, put it together. We might be right making a movie about you in years to come. And it all started here on the B Tina B show. Okay. All right. So you have another you also have the scrubs and you have the lip balm. Tell us about the products that you have the hair products that make your curls pop. Go ahead.
So first, since you said it, we have our new holiday set. This is the peppermint lip gloss and the peppermint lip scrub, and I just came out with this, and I sold it at my last pop up, the Black Expo Holiday Mixer, and a lot of people loved it. It actually does work. I put it on my lips. I tested it out before I bottled it and sealed it, and I love that. So that was one. And then we have our lotion. This has some really good stuff in it that make sure your hands are moisturizing, and it's really pretty. And it smells good. It's apple pie scented too. So,
Ooh, apple pie. We're going around licking our hands and stuff, talking about, I'm hungry. Girl, yes.
and
Your Uncle Pat said something about some beard oil.
yes, and then we have our beer. I was just that. So we have our beard oil that has a lot of different good oils that are really good for your beard that helps it moisturize, prevents lice, make sure it grows, and a lot of different other things. This actually smells really good too. It's tea tree scented. So
Oh, yes. Okay.
and then our last thing is our lotion. Is our hair moisturizer. This hair moisturizer really makes sure it moisturizes and it smells really good. It's also tea tree scented. I really do like tea tree. It plays a really big part in hair and just skin in general. So yeah, I really like the tea tree.
Oh my goodness. I mean, you just built it off. All that came from wanting to give back. Now, there's a couple of things, and I remember you saying that the Levine Hospital in Charlotte, North Carolina, was able to uh, do a lot of things for you as far as help you guys out during that rough season and what I like to call colorful season of you beating and kicking cancer's butt. Yeah. Come on here. Um, and so you do a couple of things to give back. I love the fact that you just want to give back to someone else. It's just it's something awesome. A lot of adults don't have the mentality to desire to want to give back. And here you are at 14 years old, being the change that I would love to see and that I am seeing and what I believe in. I believe in miracles and the fact that you came back from what was it called? A germinoma?
It's a germinoma tumor, or you could just say brain cancer.
Came back. Look at brain cancer, child. It wasn't nothing. It was just something that happened, and now I got these popping curls.
hmm
And you too can have them. What would you want to say to some of the people or kids that right now that may be going through cancer right now? How can you encourage them through this season that you've been that because you've come through it? Because I know it's hard, it's challenging. I had a son that did not have cancer, but he did had some health issues. He needed a kidney, and he got a kidney. Guess when he got it?
When?
2016.
Oh wow.
Ain't that crazy? Look, so and it was just such a blessing. So I understand as a parent, when your children are hurt or when your children are sick, it's so debilitating because it hurts because we want to take the pain away, but we recognize that that's something that you have to, faith your way through. And I can see, girl, I can see why you beat it, girl. It came at you and you was like, not today, cancer. Oh, I can see you with boxing gloves on and giving it a like, throw that shoulder with it, follow through, throw that elbow with it. That's the way I see you fighting it. How can you encourage somebody else? Maybe it's a young adult, maybe it's an adult that's going through cancer right now. What can you say to them to just encourage them in the situation that they're going through?
For one, I would just say you can't give up, cause it's been times, I will admit, that I wasn't gonna give up, but I'm like, well, gosh, I'm tired of all these IVs and people keep coming here checking my temperature, and it's just like I would tell them to keep going for sure. It is gonna be hard. You're gonna go through obstacles, but you definitely have to make sure that you keep going because you got to remember who you're doing it for. You're doing it for you, not nobody else. For you.
Come on.
So you just got to make sure that you like say whatever, like, I might be sick right now, you might have the best of me right now, but you're not gonna get the best of me forever. Like, I'm gonna beat you up, like, you're gonna get away from me.
That's right. Wait a minute. Okay, let me tell you something what this little 14-year-old just said to us. This is an empowerment moment. She said, honey, you got to remember who you doing this for. You doing it for you. You're doing it for you, not anybody else, because you wanted to live. Girl, I can see, girl, you got so much life in you.
Thank you.
Do you know it takes adults a long time to recognize that sometimes they have to fight for themselves? And here you are. You weren't even 14. This was 4 or 5 years ago. And now you were saying, oh, child, I got to do this for me because I know that there is purpose in my life. Say with me, purpose. Purpose. Come
Purpose.
on here. You are a purposeful woman. And this is what I call faith. And I love the way that you explained it. And Paula, I agree. She is so smart. Because you were like, here I am in this situation. And she said, I'm tired of all of this mess now. It sounded like grandma them. I'm tired. Look, I'm tired of them sticking me with these needles. I'm ready for this to be over with because I got things that I need to create. And you done came up out of this as a business, as a CEO. Give me snap for yourself as I snap for you. Come on here, ma'am. Come on here, ma'am. Yes. I love all the queen that is in you.
Thank you.
What was one of the things that you would do when you were having one of those days where it was just like, because it can drain your body, right? So what were some of the things that you did to kind of build yourself up?
Well, for one, okay, so it was this room at Levine, and that room was basically just for making sure, like, if you were bored in your room, you would go play with toys or mind games to get you like moving. So for one, I would always go to that room and play and go outside, get a fresher breath air, or I would always just talk to my mom, and she'd just be like, and my family, like my uncle, aunt, mom, dad, they were all there. and they really was like my best support system. Like they didn't be like, like they're family, so they was really good family members to be there and help me throughout that journey. So that's pretty much what I did, was either go to the room or talk to them about it.
So it's interesting. So your support system, I'm pretty sure it sounds like you were encouraging them. So just listening to you and your drive and your energy, and I'm having that yes I can, yes I will, even on those rough days, and and then turning your problem into a product. You had your curls and you wanted them to pop. Because a lot of times with chemotherapy, it does dry out the hair, and you don't have that moisture. And so now here you are offering something to others that have been in the situation that you're in, or either just need their curls to pop. Tell me this. What are some of the things, or some of the ways that you do get a chance to give back?
So, for example, this Christmas, this holiday time, we are donating. So we are donating to Levine Children's Hospital, and we are gonna donate like socks and stuff that they really need, and or I will give some of my things, some of my products to help them feel good as well. So yeah.
I'm so proud of you. Look, CEO, Levine Hospital, Charlotte, North Carolina. I have to put some stuff up. I'll go back in and put it in the chat a little bit later. We had a little bit of technical difficulties just out the blue, didn't we? I was just like, where's all the stuff? And anytime there's a blessing, sometimes the enemy be messing. But that just means that you just get ready to go higher. Now, look at how can we get in contact with you? How can we support your business?
So you guys can go to my Instagram, which is poppin_curls07. And you can go to my Facebook, which is Laila Bryant. And then also, if you are feeling generous, you can donate. If you don't want to, buy a product, you can just go to my Cash App, which is PoppinCurls13.
Popping Curls 13, POPPIN. There you go. Put it up there right in front of your face real quick. Yes. Right there. Stay right there. I need you to go to Popping Curls underscore curls. Excuse me. Poppin_curls07 on Instagram. And then you can go to Popping Curls 13, Laila Bryant, on Cash App to support, to do a donation, because she does give back. One of the things that I really want to make sure that you hear is that drew me to her is that she said, I want to do this because people were giving so much to me and I just wanted to give back. She wanted to give back. And once we get to that mentality of giving back to one another, can be something small. It could be your time. She just so happens to have created a product called Poppin' Curls. And you can connect with her on Instagram, on Facebook, and through her Cash App. I thank you so much. Put that back up. If you can bring your flyer back up a little bit more, because right now I'm on a different, yeah. And hold it down. And there you go. And hold it. Stay right. Yes, right there. I want to give the people an opportunity once again so they can go out and they can support this 14-year-old cancer survivor, this 14-year-old CEO. You can take it down now, baby. Actually, lay it in front of you.
Okay.
Lay it in front of you. Maybe they can see it. Lay it down. Yeah. There you go. Mm-hmm. Bring it to the left a little bit. No, the right. Yeah, right there, popping. And I sit over that way a little bit. Yeah, right. Yeah, there we go. Mm-hmm. And push it up to the front a little bit more. There we go. Boom, bam, alakazam. I want to thank you so much for being with me today for the special edition of the B Tina B Show. Who you want to give a shout out to?
For one, my mom and all my family, and yeah.
Okay. And again, tell us how we can get in contact with you.
You guys can contact me on Instagram, Facebook, and remember, if you guys just want to donate, you can go to my Cash App and donate. It's all right here.
And give them those websites again, just in case they can't see it and their eyes ain't good, like because they're getting old. Like I ain't gonna say I'm old. I'm like a fine wine. I'm getting better with age. Hey.
You can contact me or just donate on Cash App, Facebook, and Instagram.
And your Cash App one more time.
Cash App is Poppin' Curls 13.
And on Instagram,
Poppin_curls 07.
listen, this your girl B Tina B, and I have been just so pleasured and honored to be in the presence of the CEO, none other Miss Laila Bryant of Poppin' Curls. Get in contact with them. And remember to give back. It's your girl B Tina B on the fly. And
Hey!
bye, baby. Love you.
Love you too.
Thanks so much. Holla, y'all. Don't forget to like the B Tina B show.